Hello my beautiful people, you are welcome back to today's tutorial. How you guys doing? I love you all and God bless you all. So in today's class, I'll be showing you guys how to cut and sew this beautiful pointy triangular sleeve. It's really beautiful and simple. So let's quickly get started. So what we have on our table here is our color state, the fabric that we'll be working with, our boning, can you see, and our paper, because first we have to draft it on a paper before we transfer it to the fabric. So let's quickly put all this aside. So this is actually not the dress. Yes, this is not, just using this for an illustration. So if you look at that picture very well, you will see that the sleeve is not to the armhole. Yeah, it's not to the midpoint here. It's form of a cap sleeve. Yes. So we have to quickly find the length of the sleeve we want to work with. So we have to quickly now place our tape. Can you see? Our shoulder here. Place it this way. So mine, I'll be working with 7. I'm okay with 7. Yes, it's 7 inches. Can you see? You can actually work with 6. If it's a plus size, work with 8 inches. So now we have to quickly use our paper now, pattern paper. So as I said earlier, I'll be working with 7 inches. Now, this is my midpoint. Can you see? It's in 2 folds. Can you see? So I will place the 7 inches here. This is 7 inches. So to find my armhole curve, can you see? This is our armhole length, the length of where our sleeve will end, which I said is some of a cap sleeve. So now to find our armhole curve, we're stitching it this way. We will divide this by 2, which is 7 divided by 2 is 3.5 inches. If you are working with 8 inches, divide by 2 also, which will be 4 inches. So 7 inches divided by 2 is 3.5 inches, which is this. Can you see what we have right now? So quickly take our straight ruler to connect it this way to meet the 7 inches. Can you see? So now that we are done, we have to quickly find our sleeve length. Yes, the length of sleeve that I'll be working with. Mine, I'll be working with 6 inches without same allowance. I will add my same allowance while transferring to the fabric. So I will place it this way. Can you see what we have? 6 inches. Take your straight ruler. Can you see the pointy area? Now that we are done, connect it straight this way. Then take your marker to make it, it's curvy. Connect it this way. Can you see what we have now? To meet this 7 inches, can you see? Blend it properly. Can you see? Make sure it blends properly. And you see what we have? So now that we are done, we have to quickly cut it out. Yes, this is our sleeve length. Don't forget that. Our armhole length, that is our armhole depth. This is our armhole curve. Can you see? So let's quickly now cut it out. So guys, can you see what we have? So for the armhole curve, see, we cut it this way. The 3.5 inches that will step upwards. Can you see it? So we'll put this aside, it's not needed. So now we have to click open it up to see how it looks. Can you see? So this is how it should look when you are done cutting it out, guys. Can you see? So you place it this way. By the time you fix it, can you see how pointy it is already? Can you see? Like as I said earlier, the length is optional. You could decide to make use of 7 inches, 8 inches. We have to quickly now introduce our fabric. So cutting from our fabric, we'll be adding same allowance there. Remember, we didn't add same allowance here. So let's quickly introduce our fabric. So this is the fabric we'll be working with. Let me put this aside. So I will place it this way. And you see, place it this way and cut it out. I'll be adding 0.5 inch here. Can you see? I will turn it this way. You can pin it down and mark it out. And you see what we have. So I'll be adding 1 inch here. Can you see? Make sure it's pointy here. Can you see what we have? So we'll be cutting this into 2 parts. Remember, we'll be adding our collar stay, that's our interfacing. But I will advise you to add your interfacing to your lining. I'm using this also as my lining. Yes, make sure you use your fabric as a lining because you know it's pointy. When you use another fabric, it will look rough. So, and also you can as well work with your sleeve, attach it to your sleeve for those that do not want to open their arm. So my beautiful people, we are done. Yes, cutting it out. Can you see? And also we have added our interfacing, our collar stay. Can you see? So this is how it should look like when you are done cutting it out. This is the main fabric which I'll be turning it in with. So I added my interfacing to my lining. This is the pattern paper that we use. At the moment, it's almost the same length with the sleeve, that the armhole length we have here. Is because we added the same allowance. And also this is not a fabric that the dress I'm attaching it to. So let's quickly now introduce our boning. So this is the bone that we're working with. So we'll place our boning this way. For easy sewing, we'll place it this way. We'll be cutting it into 2 parts to meet this pointy part, this sharp part. Can you see? So I place now, we'll place it this way to cut out my boning this way. Can you see? We have it too now. So we quickly take it to our sewing machine now to stitch. Actually, I've done video on this, how to stitch on your boning. Yes. So you will stitch at the tip, because we'll be placing our main fabric on it and turn it, stitch at the tip also to flip in our sleeve, which is our main fabric. So let me mark it for better understanding. This is 5 inches, 0.5 inch, sorry, 0.5 inch. So my boning will be placed this way. I don't know if you guys can really see it. We place this way and we will stitch at the tip. So mark it down. Let me quickly do that and show you guys. So we are over to our sewing machine now. So this is how we are going to stitch our boning on it. You can see we'll be leaving. Remember, we added 0.5 inch. So we'll place our tape this way. 1 inch. We'll step in by 1 inch. Then we'll start stitching our boning. So let me quickly trim it. It's a bit rough, so that it will not obstruct our sleeve, our dress while fixing it. So place it this way, stitch at the tip, back stitch. Can you see? So my beautiful people, we are done stitching our boning. Can you see? This is how it should look like when you are done stitching it. Can you see? So we want to quickly place it on our fabric, the right side of our fabric facing the right side of our lining. So I will place it this way. So for easy sewing, I want us to quickly start stitching from this pointy part. that everything will last. By the time we are done, we will trim out the unwanted parts. So we place it this way. We stitch at the tip by that 0.5 inch. We step in with, can you see the marker, the pen? So I'll place it this way. Make sure everything lasts. When you are done, you trim out the unwanted part. So over stitch. Can you see? So we are done stitching our body. Can you see? So let's quickly now notch it round. So now that we are done, we have to please send it in. So we are done stitching. Can you see how beautiful it is? Can you see? By the time it gives a very nice stretch to stitch properly, and this I use stretchy fabric. Can you see? So by the time you use a satin, yes, can you see it? Everything will last properly. Can you see how beautiful and pointy it is already? So I want us to quickly now stitch it. This, remember, this is our sleeve. To run a straight line stitch here. So stitch at the middle. The reason is this: when you stitch at the middle, everything will last. Yes, you can see when I started stitching on the boning, I started at the middle also, so it will last. Nothing will obstruct each other. So I stitch now. Make sure you back stitch. We'll trim out this part. Can you see? Can you see the reason I asked you to go in by 1 inch on this armhole side? Can you see? Back stitch. So we'll be trimming off this part. So we'll place it this way. Make sure everything lasts. Yes. Place it this way. Stitch also. Can you see? Can you see? I haven't given it a nice press yet. I really look beautiful already. Can you see? Can you see? So we are done. So let's quickly now trim out these unwanted parts. Trim it out. It's not needed. Can you see? Can you see? Place it this way. And you see what we have now. This is the wrong side, the part that we added our interfacing and our boning. Can you see how neat it is? So by the time we fix our sleeve, can you see how pointy it is already? You add your trims, yes, embellish it. You are good to go. So let's quickly now move over to our cutting table. So my beautiful people, we are done stitching our sleeve. Can you see how beautiful it is? Can you use the wrong side, as I said earlier? The wrong side, the part that we added our interfacing and our boning. So by the time you fix your sleeve, can you see how pointy it is? Actually, it's not for this dress. Can you see this? Same allowance. Remember, we'll be attaching to our dress. So this is how it should look like. Can you see? So you just go ahead and add your trims, embellish it. That is all. So it's really simple and beautiful, guys. For those that do not want to expose their arm, so you face yours this way. Can you see? You can actually work with two. That is your net, your skin net. So everything will still stand firm. Just go ahead and embellish this part. That is all. Can you see how beautiful it is and how pointy it is? So please, if you find this my video interesting, please click on the like button there. Please share my video, and please, if you are new to this channel, click on the subscribe button there, and also please click on the notification bell so that each time I upload a new video you will get notified. I love you all. I remain Chi Living Signature. Bye for now.